The day in the life of your boy. So today we're going to be going to a unit that we're going to be using for post-op recovery. It's not about always sitting behind a computer and just delegating stuff to people. Sometimes I like to get in the field where I can have some control over the customization of units, as well as making sure that certain medical equipment is in the units as well. So yeah, I want you guys to check it out. So we are headed to one of our units in Brickell that we stayed for post-op recovery. Now with these units, people that have had liposurgery, back surgery, knee surgery are going to be staying in the units. We're able to charge $450 to $1,000 per night per stay. Not only are they able to stay in the unit, we also have nurses that are on hand at all times to make sure they're able to get their meal prep, IVs, and take their medicines and stay hydrated as well. So we're just going to go ahead and check out some of our units. All right, so this is one of the units that we're using right now for post-op recovery. You guys have to make sure that you guys have bath benches for individuals that may have to wash some of their wounds, and they can't stand for a long period of time. So typically what will happen is the individual will sit on this while the nurse cleans them up and make sure that their wounds are being healed if they need to be rinsed off, or if they just need to just take a shower in general. We always want to make sure that we have this in every single unit. The concept for this unit, the nurse can sleep here. So this is a futon bed. We were going to do 2 full beds, but we didn't really like the style after we start mocking some things up. Also as well, it's a studio unit, so it didn't have an incredible amount of space. So we ended up putting a couple bar stools here, larger end tables, just so that they can have their meals here. The nurse can put their medicines and stuff on this little cart here as well. And also they can use a stool to be right here by their bedside. So when it comes to the elevation of your beds, guys, you don't want to have your beds up here because it was going to be difficult for people that are recovering from surgery to get in and out of bed. And also as well, it's going to be difficult for a nurse to actually move individual around as well, because sometimes they're dealing with dead weight. So sometimes people are just so tired, so exhausted, and so much pain that they can't turn over or flip around, and we want to make it as easy as possible on the nurse as well. So that's why we go with the lower profile bed. So here's a little bit of game for a lot of people that want to get into this industry, but you guys are just overthinking stuff, man. How much should you be spending on furniture? Typically on furniture for a studio 1-bedroom unit, you can spend anywhere from $2,800, maximum $4K to furnish a unit from top to bottom. That's including all of your linens, all of your, bar stools, beds, couches, everything that you absolutely need. If you guys need a checklist, go ahead and click the link below and we'll get access to you immediately. I want to show you guys just a couple of the small things that we've added to the unit. This is my favorite piece in the entire unit, the little scooter. It reminds me of something from, I don't know, like Sweden or Paris, but then it has this like gecko, like cool, reflective, texture to it. I just really like. I'm an art person myself. That's my favorite piece in there. Also as well, we have several charcuterie boards, Louis Vuitton, and Prada paintings as well. So we gave it a little bit of flavor, y'all. We don't want our units to be completely boring. We want to keep that clean, simple look that add a little bit of flavor into the units. And that's something I recommend for all of you guys that are setting up units. Now, this particular layout is just a basic start out. This isn't like, hey, we spent $12,000, $15,000 on furnishing this entire unit. We're spending anywhere from $3,200 to $4,000 to furnish this unit. And it's absolutely phenomenal. We still have a little bit more work to do. I'm excited. So those are just a couple of things that you guys should be looking for your units. Make sure you guys add like a couple little things for your own style. Another thing, when you guys are posting about your listing, a lot of people believe that you have to have some sort of like copyright background degree or something. Guys, you don't need that. You can use ChatGPT or other AI platforms to create copy or create descriptions so that you guys can be boosted in the algorithm for Airbnb, Booking.com, Vrbo, or any other short-term rental platforms. Now, with that being said, this unit is being used for post-op recovery, so it's not going to be used for Airbnb or Booking.com or any of those sites. I can give you guys some more insight on that. That way you guys can operate and it's legal and you guys can be protected. And the last piece of information is make sure that you guys get access to capital and funding. So guys, if you have a credit score of anywhere from 600 all the way to 750, we can get you funding. So this is funding that you guys can use to open up your rental properties in from $20,000, $50,000, sometimes even $200,000 with institutions, not only just based off our relationships, but also based off how we build your character profile or your credit profile so that you guys can get approved with underwriting. This particular unit will get the job done, and people are already starting to inquire on this unit and wanting to book it for $420 a night all the way up to $700 a night for post-op recovery. This is just a little bit of day in the life. This is one unit. We have, 14 other units that are going up. We're gonna keep making videos, keep putting out content. I should have been doing this, but I'd like to keep things on the hush hush sometimes, but sometimes I think it's good to pop out and show niggas, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for the next unit. Guys, seriously, start using funding to run and operate your short-term rental business.